Last time, on the top 5 most useless megaprojects in the world, we took a look at some of the most innovative and out-of-this-world yet expensive and useless megaprojects in the world. This is part 2 of top 5 most useless megaprojects in the world. Let's get right into it. Number 5. Darien Scheme, Panama. Failed megaprojects are not a novel concept. Even in the days of yore, kings and rulers faced the challenge of failing megaprojects. And speaking of historical failures, let's take a step back in time and take a look at the classical blunder of all failures. The Darien Scheme of Panama. The Darien Scheme, an attempt by the Kingdom of Scotland in the 1690s to create a colony in Panama and build a land route connecting the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, was a true disaster in the making. The scheme was lavishly backed by a mind-boggling 20% of all the capital in Scotland, which is the equivalent of tens of billions of dollars in today's world. The primary motive behind the plan was to create a new trade route that would bypass the existing trade routes controlled by the Spanish and Portuguese and provide Scotland with a new source of wealth and economic growth. Scotland, at the time, was seeking to expand its trade and economic influence in the world, and the Darien Scheme was seen as an opportunity to do just that. The colony was to serve as a hub for Scottish trade with the Pacific, as well as a base for further exploration and expansion in the region. Additionally, the overland route connecting the two oceans was to provide Scotland with a competitive advantage over its rivals by reducing the time and cost of shipping goods between Europe and Asia. However, this grand plan was doomed to failure from the start. The poor planning, ineffective management, opposition from England and Spain, and deadly outbreaks of disease all took a toll on the scheme. As a result, it was abandoned in 1700, much to the chagrin of all involved. This colossal failure had a significant impact on the country, as it impoverished Scotland and is believed to be one of the main reasons that led to the 1706 and 1707 Acts of Union, which united Scotland with England. So, there you have it folks, a lesson in history that reminds us that even the greatest of plans can come crashing down. But hey, at least it gave us a great story to tell, right? Number 4. Berlin-Brandenburg Airport, Germany. Berlin-Brandenburg Airport, also known as Berlin-Brandenburg Willy Brandt Airport, is a public airport located in Berlin, Germany. It is the third largest airport in Germany, with an aim to concentrate all air traffic in the Berlin-Brandenburg capital region at one location. The airport was opened on October 31st, 2020, after several delays and controversies. Initially, the airport was supposed to be completed and opened in 2012, but due to various technical problems and issues, it was delayed for several years and eventually opened in 2020. The airport boasts state-of-the-art infrastructure, including a modern building, advanced booking systems, and efficient flight management systems. Despite its impressive facilities, the airport has faced various setbacks and problems since its opening. Some of the problems include passenger complaints, lengthy check-ins, and contaminated drinking water. According to reports, the total cost of building the airport was around €6.5 billion, making it one of the most expensive airport projects in the world. Passengers have reported various complaints about the airport, including lengthy check-ins, contaminated drinking water, and poor customer service. These complaints have led to a decrease in passenger traffic and further contributed to the airport's financial struggles. The problems didn't end here. Berlin-Brandenburg Airport is facing significant competition from other airports in the region, including the well-established Berlin-Tegel and Berlin-Schönefeld airports. These competing airports have established a loyal customer base and have proven to be a significant challenge for the Berlin-Brandenburg Airport to overcome. The management of the airport has faced criticism for their handling of the project, including their inability to address technical problems and passenger complaints in a timely manner. The management's poor handling of the airport's challenges has further contributed to its failure as a viable airport. Despite its high cost, the airport has yet to generate enough revenue to keep it running efficiently, leading it to the label of Ghost Airport, and puts it at number 4 on our list. Number 3. Ryugyong Hotel, North Korea. The Ryugyong Hotel in North Korea, the epitome of what not to choose for your next vacation spot. This towering structure, standing at a height of 330 meters with its 105 floors, is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the country, not just because of its massive size, but also its striking, pyramid-like shape. But don't be fooled by its grand appearance. This building is nothing but an engineering disaster, a cautionary tale of what can go wrong when you try to keep up with the Joneses. It all started in 1987, when North Korea decided to build the Ryugyong Hotel as a response to the world's tallest hotel, the Westin Stanford Hotel in Singapore. They wanted to show the world who was boss, and what better way to do that than with the tallest hotel in the world, or so they thought. Unfortunately, the project was brought to a screeching halt in 1992 due to the country's economic crisis following the collapse of the Soviet Union. It's estimated that this project devoured a whopping $750 million and consumed a staggering 2% of North Korea's GDP. To this day, the Ryugyong Hotel remains uncompleted, a lonely and empty building with floors and halls echoing with the sounds of visitors' footsteps. If any visitors dare to venture inside, that is. It's been deemed one of the ugliest buildings in the world by the British media and earned the title of the world's worst white elephant nose by the Daily Mail. The term white elephant nose is used to describe a building that was expected to be a landmark for the city but turned out to be a failure, a mosquito house, if you will. So, for those of you looking for a unique and slightly creepy vacation experience, look no further than the Ryugyong Hotel in North Korea. Just don't expect to be staying in any of its rooms. Number 2. The World Islands, Dubai. The world-famous World Islands of Dubai are a true representation of man's engineering marvel and architectural prowess. Located in the shimmering waters of the Persian Gulf, these man-made islands are shaped like a world map, showcasing Dubai's extravagant lifestyle and innovative spirit. But wait, did you know that these islands have a funny and interesting history too? You see, the total cost of the project, led by the elite Nakheel Properties, was a whopping $15 million. Despite Dubai's cutting-edge technologies and advanced infrastructure, the World Islands project faced several obstacles that prevented its completion. By 2013, only 2 of the 300 planned islands had been built, and there were several reasons why this mega-project faced a downfall. The developers priced the islands way too high, making it unattainable for investors and citizens. As a result, not many people invested in the project, leading to its slow and gradual growth. But that's not all, folks. The World Islands faced another major obstacle: safety. It turns out that the sand used in building the foundations of the islands was slowly washing away, putting the entire island at risk of sinking. So, construction had to be halted, proving that even the biggest of kings can fall short at times. So, there you have it, the World Islands of Dubai, a perfect example of man's architectural ambitions, but also a cautionary tale of what can go wrong when things get a little too big for their own good. Number 1. Unit 3, Flamanville Nuclear Power Plant, France. The Flamanville Nuclear Power Plant Unit 3, located in the picturesque town by the same name in the Manche region of France, has become a hotbed of controversy in the world of nuclear power generation. Originally slated to begin construction in 2007, this state-of-the-art European pressurized reactor was supposed to be a shining example of French engineering prowess, capable of generating a whopping 1,650 MWe of power to light up the streets of major cities across the country. However, things didn't exactly go according to plan. The project's budget of €3.3 billion was soon up in smoke, with costs skyrocketing to €8.5 billion by 2012. The Italian power company eventually bailed out the project, offering a staggering €613 million plus interest. But even that wasn't enough to save it from further delays. The Flamanville nuclear plant quickly became a byword for everything that can go wrong with a megaproject, with safety concerns and component delivery delays adding to the woes of an already troubled project. To make matters worse, anomalies were detected in the reactor vessel's steel, and in June 2015, the cooling system failed. This led to the cost of the project spiraling out of control, eventually hitting a whopping €10.5 billion and causing yet another delay. And then, on February 9, 2017, disaster struck. A mechanical fault with the fan in the turbine hall caused an explosion and fire, sending 5 people to the hospital with smoke inhalation. Miraculously, there were no radioactive leaks. But Unit 1 was quickly disconnected from the power grid. Today, the Flamanville nuclear plant stands as a testament to the dangers of megaprojects gone awry. With a final cost of a mind-boggling €13.2 billion, it's easy to see why this nuclear power plant project is placed at the number 1 spot in the most useless megaprojects in the world. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 3, where we will bring you more of these useless projects around the world.